Welcome back to Surviving Alzheimer's with Mike. Today we're going to talk about mortality and Alzheimer's disease. My reason is very personal for doing the video today. I had 4 acquaintances that were diagnosed the same time I was. I found out recently that I'm it. The other 4 have passed away. We were all diagnosed in 2014, 2015. The question today was actually from Dr. Phil, a practicing neurologist in Pennsylvania who is working with neurodegenerative diseases. He asked me why I wrote a blog, why I spoke publicly, and why do I do YouTube videos. Now, he understands, of course, that most of those that are diagnosed with dementia do the opposite. They completely pull back from social interaction. Now, after I was diagnosed in 2015, I didn't have the full shell shock that some people have. I knew something was wrong at least 5 years earlier. Right after my diagnosis, I decided that I needed to tell people about my experiences, and so I partnered with the Alzheimer's Association. Now, I'm an extrovert, and I was very comfortable with public speaking. So here I was, a 58-year-old corporate executive who had to retire, go on disability because I could no longer do my job. We did TV interviews, we spoke to large groups, to small groups, and I also shared my story with some small support groups. The public speaking wasn't as hard as speaking to small groups. It's extremely hard to sit in a room with 4 to 6 people. They've just been diagnosed with dementia. And then to hear how family members have abandoned them, coworkers and employers had avoided them, and even in some cases, the person diagnosed and one other family member were even aware of the diagnosis. They didn't want to talk about it. They didn't share. Fear kept them from sharing their diagnosis with other people. We have a stigma in society about mental health issues and about dementia. I've had questions during Q&A sessions after I was speaking about how contagious Alzheimer's is. Well, we all know Alzheimer's is not contagious. But until we are impacted personally, we can't fully understand or appreciate how the disease impacts people. When you put a face to Alzheimer's, when it hits your family, then it becomes real. In the different small group sessions, it was heartbreaking to see the impact of the disease on family members. Every family handles the diagnosis in their own way. There is no rule book, there's no right or wrong way. So why do I speak about Alzheimer's? Okay, here's some facts and figures. 6.5 million people over 65 in the United States have Alzheimer's. 6.5 million. 135,000 people died in 2020 in the United States from Alzheimer's. It's the 7th leading cause of death in our country. And if you want to put it in even more terms that we can understand on a minute-by-minute basis, every 4 minutes, someone dies from Alzheimer's in the United States. And worldwide, every 1 minute. Now, each one of the deaths that I'm talking about, they're someone's aunt or uncle, a brother or sister, a friend or a colleague. If Alzheimer's isn't personal for you yet, just wait, it will be. Statistics don't lie. And remember, there is no cure. Why do I do videos? Why speak out at all? I took a year break, and then COVID hit. Now I wonder, sorry, this is hard. Of all the people with dementia that I spoke to from 2015 to 2019, how many of them are still alive? I only remember some of the individual stories, some of the heartbreak, some of the tears. I have Alzheimer's. Thankfully, my memory loss prevents me from remembering all of it. If I can say something in a video that will help one family from my experiences, then it's worth it. That is the reason I do videos, to help people with Alzheimer's disease. My name is Mike. I am surviving Alzheimer's. I'm alive and well and very motivated in Omaha, Nebraska. If you want to see more of my videos, remember to hit the subscribe button. There's definitely more to come.